Today's 6 on Your Side, getting answers why the big delay for a tax refund. Experts get to the root of the problem.
We are, of course, 1 month away from the tax filing deadline. The IRS, of course, never happy about people who don't get their returns in on time.
But now hundreds of thousands of people are finding out they'll be waiting a long time for their rapid refunds. Mike Sharp is on your side with the story.
That is right. A software error by some tax filing services has led to more than 660,000 people waiting months for their returns. One local woman called On Your Side for help. I talked with a tax expert about how all this happened. Expecting her tax return any day, Heidi Harrell says she told her landlord she was going to be moving out and buying a home with her refund. Instead, she received a letter from the IRS informing her a software problem with her tax preparer would mean she'd have to wait a whole lot longer.
I had nowhere to go after my money fell through because I should have been living in the house that I purchased.
Now she and her 3 kids live with her mom and dad while she waits for thousands of dollars from the IRS.
It's $500 for the filing fees and my return was $5,908. So I would have received $5,408.
H&R Block turned down the request to go on camera, but told me they've now fixed the software issue. But one local expert says complicated returns like Heidi's can be tough for companies like H&R Block.
Typically, those softwares in the box are not well equipped to handle that. And you don't get a lot of the outside of the box thinking.
However, Fenton says the average tax customer who doesn't have a complicated return can often trust those companies to do their taxes correctly and cheaply.
It's a fairly simple situation and the tax software should be well equipped to do that.
Still, Harrell says she'll rely on her own tax knowledge in the future.
I've been so satisfied for so many years that I've continued to go, and I regret it. My 3 kids are suffering, I'm suffering, my parents are suffering.
That suffering, Fenton says, doesn't need to be repeated.
If you're expecting a refund, I wouldn't go out and spend that check until it's actually in your checking account.
I do want to say H&R Block is just one of the companies with software issues that have caused the problems. The IRS says it's dealing with those affected people individually to make sure the process is taken care of. Live in studio, I'm Mike Sharp, today's 6 on Your Side.